Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to have our lecture number 5 and it is all about adjective and its types. Before moving towards the lecture, let me just describe that adjective is actually the quality of a noun or a pronoun. Means adjective is always related to a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Let us deal with the adjective definition at first. Adjectives are words that are used to describe or modify nouns or pronouns. It means that whenever the adjective is going to use in a sentence, it will describe us about the feature of a noun or a pronoun. It will describe us about size, color, shape, taste, or anything else in a sentence about a noun or a pronoun. Examples number 1. Sarah is a beautiful girl. In this example, girl is actually a noun, and the quality of a noun means a girl is shown here by the word beautiful. It means that beautiful is adjective. Number 2. It is a sweet mango. In this example, mango is actually a noun and sweet is the quality of a mango, so it means that sweet is adjective here. Number 3rd example is I have 2 pencils. This example is a bit technical to understand as it is describing us about the numeral adjective. Means anything which is going to describe the noun either in a number, in a size, in a shape, in a look, or in anything else that will belong to adjective. In this example, pencils is indicating us that it is noun and 2 is indicating that it is numeral adjective. Let us deal with the types of adjectives. Types of adjectives are actually divided into 2 major categories. Number 1 is descriptive adjective. Number 2 is limiting adjectives. Descriptive adjectives are further divided into attributive adjectives and predicative adjectives. Whereas limiting adjectives are further divided into 6 to 7 types based upon their functions. Let us start with the types with descriptive adjective. It is used to express the size, color, or shape of a person, a thing, an animal, or a place. It is used to provide more information to a noun by describing or modifying it. The word, just look at the word, descriptive adjective means a word in a sentence which is describing about the noun or a pronoun will be called as descriptive adjective. For example, number 1, Ali is a tall boy. In this example, tall is actually indicating the feature of a boy, so tall word is descriptive adjective. Number 2 is Areem is a naughty girl. In this example, girl is noun and naughty is the feature of a girl described here. So it means that naughty is descriptive adjective here. Next is descriptive adjective is further divided into 2 types. Number 1 is attributive adjective and number 2 is predicative adjective. Before moving towards their detail, let me just tell you the simple trick to recognize the attributive adjective and predicative adjective in a sentence. Attributive adjective is always going to describe with respect to the noun, means this adjective is going to place in a sentence before a noun, whereas predicative adjective is always going to place after a verb in a sentence. Attributive adjective versus predicate adjective. Number 1 point is attributive adjectives precede the noun they modify. Means that they are going to follow the noun to whom they are modified. First point in predicative adjective is they follow the noun they modify. They are going to follow the noun but in some other case. Number 2 is can be used with both action and linking verbs. Means that attributive adjective can be used with linking as well as the action verb. Action verbs are the main verbs, whereas the linking verbs are the verbs which are going to link the subject with the predicate portion of a sentence. Number 2 point in predicative adjective is they occur immediately after a linking verb. Means that they are going to place in a sentence right immediate after the linking verb. Number 3 point in attributive adjective is they cannot act as a subject complements. Means that attributive adjective can never be a subject complement because they are going to place in a sentence before a noun, as they have to describe the noun or modify the noun. Whereas predicative adjective can act as a subject complement because they are going to place in a sentence immediately after a linking verb. Next we are going to deal the example of predicative adjective and attributive adjective. Predicative adjective example is the shoes look expensive. You are going to notice in this example that expensive is actually the adjective because it is indicating or it is modifying the word shoes in the sentence, whereas it is placed in a sentence right after a verb that is linking verb here. Attributive adjective example is the expensive shoes. Means expensive is now indicating the shoes here, but it is not placed in a sentence after the verb. It is just following the noun in a sentence. I hope so. After this example, you are going to clear about predicate adjective and attribute adjective. Next we are going to deal with the limiting adjective. It is the second division in the types of adjective. The first subdivision of limiting adjective is definite and indefinite articles. Before moving further, let me just tell you that we have placed article in this category because articles are also used to identify or specify the noun or a pronoun in a sentence. There are 3 types of articles: a, an, and the. Definite article means the is used before a noun to indicate that the identity of a noun is known to the reader. We are going to use the definite article in a sentence with a common noun to make it a specified one. It will be wrong to use definite article with the proper noun until and unless we have specific categorization of it. The indefinite article a, an is used before a noun that is general or when its identity is not known. A is used with a singular noun, whereas an is used with a list of vowels, alphabets. Examples of definite and indefinite articles. I hope so after dealing these examples you will be clear about the definite and indefinite usage in a sentence. A cow means whenever you are going to say a cow, you are not going to specify which cow you are talking about. That can be any cow. But whenever you are going to say it as the cow, it means that that cow which you are talking about particularly. Similarly, an animal is going to be a non-specific one because this is indicating any animal. This is not actually specified. whenever you are going to say as the animal, it is going to refer to a specific animal or the particular animal to whom you are talking about. Second type in adjective is possessive adjective. A possessive adjective is an adjective that is used to show ownership, as the word possessive is indicating ownership. It comes before a noun in a sentence and lets us know to whom the noun belongs. It means that any word in a sentence that is going to show the ownership with respect to a noun and a pronoun in a sentence, that will be called as possessive adjective. For example, that is his baseball cap. In this example, baseball cap is related to a boy, and that is the boy's possession is shown here by the word his. So his is possessive adjective. Let me just describe you the difference between possessive pronoun and possessive adjective, as many of you will get confused here that what is the major difference between possessive pronoun and possessive adjective, as both are showing the possession, but there is a slight difference with respect to the noun and a pronoun. The ownership with respect to the pronoun and the ownership with respect to the adjective. Let us deal with the points. Number 1 point is possessive pronouns replace nouns and nouns phrases in a sentence. Means it is going to be with a pronoun that will function as the replacement of a noun in a sentence. Either that is noun itself or noun phrase. Whereas possessive adjectives modify nouns and noun phrases. Modify means gives the additional detail about the noun and a noun phrases in a sentence. Number 2 point is possessive pronouns include mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. These are the list of possessive pronoun, whereas the possessive adjective will include as my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. There is a slight difference between these two. Number 3 point is possessive pronoun can act as a subject or objects in a sentence, whereas possessive adjective will always act as a modifier. Modifier to whom? Modifier to a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Last point is possessive pronouns are not followed by a noun, whereas possessive adjectives are always followed by a noun. Third category is demonstrative adjective. As the name is indicating, the word which is going to demonstrate or to point out the quality or the feature of a noun in a sentence will be called as demonstrative adjective. Let us deal with the definition of demonstrative adjective. The words that modify nouns and identify a specific noun or nouns. Demonstrative nouns actually answer us about which one. It is going to describe us the quality, that which quality you are talking about. For example, that tree is beautiful. Now in this example, that is the demonstrative word, whereas that is directly linked with the tree which is beautiful. So it means that which tree is beautiful, if you are going to make the question, then it will answer you as that tree is beautiful. Demonstrative adjective include this, that for singular nouns, whereas those and these for the plural nouns. Number 4 type is indefinite adjective. In this type of adjective, you are not going to define the adjective with respect to its specification or sense. As the name is indicating, indefinite. Indefinite means non-specific. An indefinite adjective is an adjective used to describe a noun in a non-specific sense. The most common indefinite adjectives are any, each, few, many, much, most, several, and some. Example. Number 1 example is, I gave some candies to her. Now in this sentence, candies is actually a noun and some is indefinite adjective here because we don't know how many candies I have given to her. In second example, I want a few moments alone. In second example, moments is actually indicating as noun, whereas a few is indicating indefinite or non-specific sense. Number 5 category is interrogative adjective. As the name is indicating, the word which is going to modify a noun or a pronoun with respect to the asking questions are going to call as interrogative adjective. An interrogative adjective asks a question. It must be followed by a noun or a pronoun as it is the rule of adjective. The interrogative adjective are which, what, whose. These words will not be considered as adjective if a noun does not follow after them. It is very much important tip. Example number 1 is, which phone do you see? In this example, phone is actually a noun and which is directly followed by a noun. Second example is, what game do you want to play? In this example, game is actually a noun and what is indicating us that it is interrogative adjective. Means which, what, and whose is going to followed by a noun or a pronoun in a sentence, then we will call it as interrogative adjective. And make one thing sure that these words, these interrogative adjectives, which, what, and whose are going to use in a place of a subject in a sentence in order to make a question. Number 6. Numeral adjective. Numeral adjective tell us about how many and how much. They are actually divided into 2 major categories. It is cardinal adjectives and ordinal adjectives. Whenever you are going to talk about how many, then it will be cardinal adjective. For example, how many people were there? They were 2 in number. They were 4 in number. So it is indicating that how many answer is going to be by cardinal adjectives. Whereas whenever we are going to talk about the things with respect to their order, then it will be ordinal adjectives. For example, at which order you are in your family or in your siblings. I am on the first one. I am on the second one. So first, second, third, and fourth, and so on. This is actually indicating us the order. Number 7 type of adjective is proper adjective. As the name is indicating, it is going to give us the proper formation or the proper modification of a noun with respect to adjective qualities. A proper adjective is a modifier that is formed from a proper noun. Like adjectives, proper adjective modify nouns or pronouns. Examples: For example, I am going to take the proper noun. It is America. Means I have make a proper adjective from a proper noun. For example, you may also say proper noun is China, and you are going to make proper adjective as Chinese. I have make a practice set for you people so that you are going to evaluate yourself. Let us have a look. Number 1. The brave few fought the war. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 2. Did you see any person come on this road? No, I saw no one come here. Which type of adjectives are the words in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. The indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 3 point. In the last few days, several animals were shot by many poachers. Which type of adjectives are the words in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 4 point. He was asked to take possession of my cycle. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. The indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 5. I have seen some biscuits in the box. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 6 point. Can you see that plane? Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 7 is, he was asked to spot the car that crashed and he identified the red one. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? Number A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 8. The students were caught cheating and the teacher confiscated their answer papers. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 9. Dog collars will be given to those dogs that are trained. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Number 10. If he sees that burglar again, he will call the police. Which type of adjective is the word in capitals? A. An adjective that modifies the pronoun. B. Indefinite adjective. C. Demonstrative adjective. D. Possessive adjective. Now you are requested to pause the video here and mark from 1 to 10 the correct answers. I hope so you have been marked. Let us see the correct answers. Number 1, correct answer is A. Number 2, correct answer is B. Number 3, correct option is B. Number 4, correct option is D. Number 5, correct option B. Number 6, correct option C. Number 7, correct option A. Number 8, correct option C. Number 9, correct option C. Number 10, correct option C. I hope so you have done it all right. Well, if you are not done correctly, don't worry, just go back to the video, take the concept, look over it and try it again. I hope so you will do it. Thank you.